2010. It is South Africa. South Africa made their return to the FIFA Men's World Cup first time since they hosted it in some 16 plus years ago, and they were put to bed 2 goals to the good by the other co-host, Mexico. Let me know what you guys make of the FIFA Men's World Cup so far. I am absolutely knackered, but I did tell you guys that I was going to come back and give you guys a show, right? So I have to be a woman of my words and also just stick to what I promised. Is this the most problematic World Cup ever? Those are some of the headlines. It says The Athletic had a piece, came across it earlier on. It said, "Welcome to America, the problematic host of the World Cup." Are they the most problematic World Cup hosts ever? It's so funny because some years back when we were looking at, I believe it would have been the 2018 World Cup, then hosted by Russia. That was some expected quotation marks to be the worst World Cup ever, but wasn't the worst World Cup ever, was it? And in hindsight, was Qatar the worst World Cup ever? Nowhere near it. Be interesting to see where America ranks at the end of the World Cup. Or people probably already rank them based on some of the off the field matters which we touched on the last two previous live streams. So this one's a little bit of a slow burn. I was waiting for my commentary to start. And there was a little bit of a delay. Seems like they've just gone for a commentary 30 minutes before kickoff. I guess it's because I'm not living in the host country. But as I said, I was listening to the build up where the Americans are concerned, and they are beaming with confidence. It's no surprise, is it? They are naturally confident people, so that one should not come as a surprise in the slightest. So, how are we looking with regards to kickoff? Kickoff is about 20 minutes away. If you've not hit the like button, please do go ahead and hit the like button. It does not cost you a penny. If confidence is something that the United States of America were searching for, they probably got that in their last match, isn't it? Beating Senegal 3-2. What are we calling Senegal? Are we calling them the reigning kings of AFCON? Or are we saying, well, technically, the rules, it's not even the rules, is it? It was taken away from them. But do let me know if you guys are still calling Senegal the reigning kings of AFCON. Nevertheless, as it relates to that game, as I said, the United States coming into this one on the back end of a 3-2 victory. That is obviously a friendly. Prior to that, though, they did suffer back to back L's, that's back to back defeats, 2-0 at the hands of Portugal, and also they faced Belgium, where they were defeated 5-2. And prior to the Senegal match, there was another L on the cards. Germany beating them 2-1. I will say though that I did like the equalizer from USA. That was a really well taken goal, a thunderbolt at that. So they're going to want to return back to winning ways. Yes, I know it was a friendly, but they are definitely going to be wanting to return to winning ways. Slightly different recap of the last string of games there for both games. So to reiterate, USA coming to this one on the back end of a defeat at the hands of Germany 2-1, losers on the night's occasion. Difference to their opponents, Paraguay. Paraguay coming to this one probably wouldn't say more confident of the two, because Americans, as I say, naturally they are confident people. But in terms of results, they secured a 4-0 victory over Nicaragua. Before that, they suffered a narrow 2-1 defeat at the hands of Morocco. Got a big game coming up with Morocco. I'm sure you guys are going to be looking forward to that one, especially considering who the majority of you guys support. Back to Paraguay. Paraguay also secured a back-to-back victory, or victories, I should say, over Greece, beating them 1-0. And my Mexican supporters, Probably don't want me reminding you of this one, but they did beat Mexico 2-1. Obviously, that is friendlies, and they also suffered an L against their opponents tonight. USA beating them 2-1. That one ended, that was a bit of a fiery affair at one point. It got a little bit handsy in that particular match there between tonight's opponents, USA and Paraguay, kicking things off in Group D. Just to remind you guys, in Group D, it does also consist of Australia and Turkey. This is only my third live watch along with you guys for the FIFA Men's World Cup, and I am already feeling it. I am already feeling it, especially when you're doing back to back streams. I can't tell you guys to get used to it because it's a tough task. Do go ahead and smash the like button if you've not done so already. Also, go ahead and let me know your score predictions. If you're new to the channel, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm hearing some wild predictions from the USA fans, but I keep on saying it. They are beaming with confidence. As always, you see it in football, you see it in athletics. Just naturally, they're always confident people. But I'm hearing score lines like 6-0. I heard a fan predict a 6-0 battering. That is what you call a six. That is what you call a hammering. Let me know if you see something like that happening. That would be the biggest win so far of the tournament early days, and also the biggest of eight of the three co-host nations. Just remind ourselves that the last game that we covered, it was Canada versus Bosnia, and you guys sat and watched that one with me, which I am extremely grateful for. Canada managed to pull one back towards the latter stages of that game. Substitutes, two of the substitutes actually coming up clutch. Promise with the assist, and Larin with the equalizer inside the 78th minute. Before that, though, at early doors inside the 21st minute, it was Lukic with the opening goal for Bosnia. A stubborn Bosnian side. Don't sleep on them. If you sleep on them, they will catch you at the back post. I'm going to be enjoying watching Bosnia. If you want to get a little flavor of what they're all about, go back and watch their string of World Cup qualifiers. Maybe the two games that you guys potentially would enjoy is the game against the two penalty shootouts, one against Wales and also the other against the Italian Stallion, just to get a little bit of flavor as to what they're all about. We could actually go ahead and watch their latest performance against Canada. So I'm waiting to see the team sheet. I did catch the team sheet earlier on, but for some reason it's jumped off my screen. So I'm gonna try and see if I can bring that up somewhere, somehow for you guys, because we're going to be needing it, aren't we? Now, in terms of does history matter, and how much does history matter in the context of things? So just to give you guys a little bit of a rough overview, in the latter stages, around the latter stages of last year, so around about November times, maybe like mid-November, Paraguay suffered a 2-1 defeat at the hands of the co-host tonight's co-host being the United States. And back in 2018, they also suffered a 1-0 defeat. Suffered another 1-0 defeat 2 years earlier in the Copa America, United States beating them 1-0. So if there's any confidence booster that's needed from the USA, they've definitely got that in their back pocket. They've got the power of the 12th man. You can never ever sleep on the power of the 12th man. And as I said, when it comes to United States, they know how to have a good time, and I trust that they know how to be the ultimate 12 man. I wish I was watching one of these World Cup matches live and direct. Not sure which country, but I do have a little bit of a soft touch, as I've already stated, for Canada. Never been. I have been to the United States on a few occasions, and beautiful, beautiful country. Wayne Thompson says, Blessed love, sis. Always great to hear from you. Most beautiful rose among the top. Oh, God bless you. You are so sweet. It has been a while. Where have you been? I hope you're in great health. I feel like I'm talking at the top of my voice, and I really should not be doing that because it is almost 2 a.m. So I might need to just take it down a peg. Matter of fact, I do need to take it down a peg. I'm too loud for my own liking. You go ahead and let me give me those score predictions. You guys have not given me a score predictions yet. I know some of you like to listen silently and not interact with the comment section, but please do try and keep my company because it is almost 2 a.m. 12 minutes until kickoff. Hopefully, we're not going to be running late. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. What is all this nonsense that's on my screen? A slow burner, a slow build up. But hopefully, we'll get some footage of inside the stadium. Bang on the money. And we're looking at the center circle of all of the 48 nations competing in this year's FIFA Men's World Cup. Is that Katy Perry? Katy Perry on my screen. She's going through her performance. Live from Los Angeles, LA. Has anyone ever been to LA? I've been to LA before, and I tell you, I was absolutely gobsmacked. I went to LA and I was specifically at the Walk of Stars, and it was not what I had in store. Though I was warned, my Uber driver warned me, and he asked me, he kept on asking us, it's like, are you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to go downtown LA? And I was just like, yes, we want to go downtown LA. Are you sure? At the time, we were staying in Anaheim, so it's a little bit of a drive down from Anaheim to downtown LA. And as I said, it was not what I was expecting. It's so contrasting. The contrast is quite something. So you've got the Walk of Stars, and I believe when you look up, you can see the famous Hollywood sign. And listen, downtown LA is no different from downtown Kingston, whether you want to believe me or not. It is no difference. I know which one where I feel safer. And if you've never been, or you might know someone who's been to downtown LA, ask them about downtown LA. It's no different to downtown Kingston, Jamaica. I am not bad. You're going for a cheeky 1-0 win for the USA. 2-0 flavor of USA, says Glenroy. Glenroy, I've not seen you in a hot minute. I hope you're well, unless there's another Glenroy, but I'm almost certain it's the same Glenroy. I've not seen you in a while. I hope you're well. Hope all of you guys there in the comment section are in good health. Wayne, I hope you're well also. And for those of you who are silently watching, I hope that you are well also. I want to be able to get this team sheet up for you guys because that's what you guys want, right? Before, I'm not sure where is, but hopefully he'll join us in the comment section at some point. I do need to give you guys a team sheet, but team sheet isn't working my end for the time being. So I think I will have to try a different approach because I can't wait any longer. I did take a little look at the team sheet earlier on, popped up on my screen. But let's see if we can get the team sheet going. America, USA, they're going with a 4-2-3-1 formation, and Paraguay they're hitting us with the 4-4-2 formation. So let's go ahead and see. So you're saying that yes, you're okay. Glad to know that you're okay. Long may it continue. Feel like I'm getting a little bit stuffy because of the change in weather, and I'm hoping and praying that I won't lose my voice. I did lose my voice about a week ago. Hopefully, you guys can see this one on the screen in front of you, right? So you can cast your eyes on the team sheet. I'm going to try and see if I can get up a better version for you guys. I'm not really feeling that one, if I'm being completely honest. See if the USA can return to winning ways. Their latest L came in a 2-1 defeat at the hands of the Germans. They'll want to turn things around. Did anyone see them beating Senegal? I'm not gonna lie, that one caught me that one caught me at the back post. I can't lie to you, that definitely caught me at the back post. I didn't predict that one. That's not to say I was sleeping on them, but I just did not predict it. All right, so let's go ahead and change my screen because I'm not really liking the visuals on the screen in front of you guys. So let's go ahead and change it temporarily before we switch to the counter, and then I will switch over to giving you guys some commentary. We've got about 8 more minutes until kickoff. One thing I've liked about these games so far is that they seem to be flying past, and me, I cannot complain because obviously I am across the pond, and the time difference is kicking my ass at the moment. I'm about what, 6 hour ahead of you guys. Most of you, that is. So the time difference is definitely kicking my ass. And I should be used to early kickoffs my end, but you can't really get used to these types of kickoffs here, guys. Painful. Painful. So, how do we feel about the United States? How do we feel about Paraguay also? Paraguay, they typical. They're probably going to have some dark arts up their sleeves tonight, right? Or throughout the tournament. So, be it a debut there for their head coach. That's the USA head coach Mauricio Pochettino. Wonder how he's feeling. So we're familiar with him if you've been following him at club level, particularly if you're a Tottenham fan, Premier League football, followed him elsewhere in Europe. So we know what he's capable of, but definitely know what he's capable of when it comes to his time in England, taking Tottenham Hotspurs to inches away from winning the UEFA Champions League. But the football gods were having none of it, and Liverpool came up clutch. I was in a casino watching that, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs for obvious reasons. So we're almost underway here. Watching the USA take on Paraguay. Huge stadium. And of course, the United States fans are out in their numbers. It's to be expected, isn't it? Always can count on them to back their team. LA Inglewood, the location for tonight's game. Match officials and the team there are both walking onto the field of play, followed by the flag bearers, right? Raising the flags, I should say, high. Don't think any of you have given me your score prediction. I think maybe one of you, oh, okay, two of you, my apologies. Two of you gave me a score predictions earlier on. Gomez donning the captain's armband for Paraguay, and Tim Ream donning the captain's armband for the USA. What does Mr. Captain America Pulisic has in store for us tonight? They always seem to be talking about him. You've got Bolligan leading the line for his country. See what these boys have in store for us. Currently listening to the national anthem of Paraguay, their flag flying high. Seems like every time I go over onto Twitter, there's always someone complaining about the fact that we did not qualify for the World Cup. A lot of us still in disbelief, and you're going to be hearing that for a very long time. As I said, I think it's going to be one of those occasions there where we will never forgive this team for what they've done to us. And it's going to be a story that will be told for decades, maybe even centuries, if we know Jamaicans as well as we know Jamaicans. That's that for the national anthem of Paraguay. Up next, we're going to be listening to the national anthem of USA. I think we touched on this yesterday, guys, in regards to the new way of doing things. I don't recall seeing this in previous World Cups, so do correct me, where you see the entire bench on the field of play. Pretty sure I saw that against South Africa in the World Cup opener, which I kind of enjoyed. And that's the way they're doing things going forward, then keep it up. But if that's not new and I'm just a little bit slow and catching on, then do let me know. But I don't recall seeing it in previous World Cups. As I said, we're currently listening to the national anthem of the USA. Fans with their hands over their hearts singing the national anthem proudly. It's so funny listening to Jesse Marsh earlier on in the day when he was talking about the difference in players and approach to pride and representation. Obviously, he's the head coach, like Tom Cruise and David Beckham. Also posh as well. So Jesse Marsh saying that when he really did applaud the diversity of the Canada team and just said that they are all paraphrasing their brothers keepers. One of the things that really piqued my interest though with what the gaffer was saying is that he stated that at times they really had to encourage a couple of the USA players to sing the national anthem. Same couldn't be said for the Canadian players. They are their brothers' keepers, and each and every one of them, he stated, they are Canadians, irrespective of being first or second generation immigrants. Just has a different feel to it, USA, doesn't it? Definitely have a different feel. We should be maybe somewhat 2 minutes away from kickoff. Kickoff should be 2 a.m. my time. It's currently 1:58. So it should be 2 minutes away from kickoff. And I will have to love you and leave you at the end of this one. I don't think I can stick around. I need to make sure I sip on my lemon and my water to avoid losing my voice. Kind of feels like I'm already losing it, but hopefully I won't. Because the World Cup's only just begun. All right, so only two of you guys have given me your score predictions. I think I'm losing my voice, guys. Hold on. Changing weather definitely doesn't help, but what can you do? You can only control the controllables. All right, I think it's time for me to switch my screens for you guys. RR came up with a really good idea of making sure you guys see the timer on the screen in front of me. So I'm going to be doing exactly that for you guys. As soon as we kick off, I'm going to bring that one back up on screen for you. All right. So you guys can follow the match on screen minute by minute. See what's going on. What's going on? What do we have here? What's going on? I think they're trying to clear the field of play there, guys. We had a brief on-field presentation and also a performance by Katy Perry. VARC consists of, I think, a few reps there from the Netherlands, I think Spain and also Qatar. That was briefly on my TV screen, so hopefully I got that one bang on the money. No red cards in in the earlier match, and that's what we want. We don't want to see no more red cards. I think we've seen enough red cards. We saw 3 red cards in the opener. I don't believe we saw a red card in the match that came after that, right? Do let me know in the comment section, but I've seen nothing of it. And as I said, the match that we did some hours ago, no red cards, few yellow cards here and there, but no red cards. Knight Rider. Why do you call yourself Knight Rider? I've never asked you that before. Do let me know in the comment section. He's going for a cheeky 3-1 victory for the United States. Well, that would definitely send them back to winning ways, wouldn't it? Going for a 3-0 win for the United States. And again, you can't really read too much into friendlies. I don't really think you're going to be reading too much into friendlies. Mauricio Pochettino, I don't see him reading much into the friendlies. It's more about sharpening your tools, isn't it? Definitely more about sharpening your tools, if anything. So it's not really much there to read into. So it should be should be underway here, guys, in a matter of minutes. USA kicking us off. And I think with that, I do need to bring back up my screen, don't I? So let me go ahead and stop this one here in front of you guys and bring up back my shared screen. Hola to yourself. Hello to yourself. And we are off. See if we're going to see any early nerves. I don't trust that we're going to be seeing any early nerves. I mean, look, they've had years to prepare themselves for the occasion. They know what's at stake, don't they? So shouldn't have no nerves. I think I need to refresh that screen and bring it back up for you guys. Just bear with me. Second time that that's happened to us in back-to-back streams, but I think this one is good to go. All right, let's bring that one up back on screen so you guys can see it minute by minute. All right, see the clock ticking. Looking at the gaffer, Mauricio Pochettino, and also Gustavo Alfaro. Did I pronounce his name right? Do let me know in the comment section if I butchered it. I probably did butcher it. I do apologize to all the people out there from Paraguay. Paraguay with our early attempt on goal. So we got what? Argentine versus Argentine on the touchlines. What's the expectations if you are a USA supporter, whether that's because you live in the country or because you're from the USA or have ties to the USA? What is the expectation? What does success look like for the United States? Are you looking to go all the way? Is it a case of saying, you'll be pleased with a quarterfinals or a semifinals finish? What's the expectation and what could potentially lead to a farewell, thank you to your gaffer? It kind of feels like it's a little bit up and down where the USA are concerned, right? I can't really tell if they like him or if they don't like him. Obviously, when you win, everyone loves you. When you're losing, people don't really want to see you. But I kind of feel like there's certain section of the fan base that's not totally on board with their gaffer. Do let me know if I got that one right or wrong. I do very job for the United States government, mostly highly sensitive assets across North America, which I do mostly at night. Okay, yeah, I assume that you work night shifts. It's either that or because of your picture, your display picture. I was thinking, do you drive late at night? But my assumption is that you work late at night. So you're a night owl. Okay, all right, you're a night owl. Dest waved offside there. Was he offside? Oh, it's a Balogun. My apologies, not this. It was actually Balogun with a little, it went too soon there, and unrightly so, waved offside. What is this? I think we've got some. What is this in the comment section? I think we've got some. Is that some bots in the comment section? What are these spammers? How do I get rid of them? Put them in a timeout for 24 hours. That should get rid of them. Sorry about that, guys. Throw in here to Paraguay. And a bit like the two other co-hosts, United States, they need to get something out of this, don't they? If it's not this all important 3 points, don't lose the match. Neither of the other two co-hosts have lost their opening matches, one victory and a draw. Mexico opening up on with the first match against South Africa. And earlier on, we saw Canada taking on Bosnia. Robinson. Now what? Let me just move this off my screen so it doesn't distract me and keep that one right there. Freeman. That one's gone out of play, so that's going to be a throw in. Not seen Miguel in a while. Where is he? I think the last time I saw he went back to Atlanta. Is he still at Atlanta United? Almiron, that is. Throw-in taken there by Paraguay. Say records are there to be broken. Surely Paraguay going to want to finally get some revenge over the United States. And what there's no more there isn't a more fitting occasion than to do it on their home soil in a World Cup for its biggest stage. Richards kicks that one away. It's comfortable clearance there from Richards. Looks even better in slow-mo. Paraguay regain possession. And also let me know what other games you guys want me to cover, all right? I can't cover them all. It's not possible. USA on a little bit of a run here. Pulisic, oh, he lost his man. Inside the box. Yes! Love that. Good play. Good play. Excellent play. So excellent movement from Pulisic, and the deadlock has been broken. Quickest goal scored so far of the co-host United States, breaking the deadlocks inside the 7th minute. Stick that one on replay. Stick that one on repeat for me. Lovely bit of footwork there from Pulisic, making his way inside the box, and the fans are going to be up. The fans are going to be loving that one, up and running at early doors. Lovely bit of skill there. To watch this one back on replay. Who does it come off last? One looks like an own goal here, guys. You can see yes, it is a goal, an own goal. Damien, it's an own goal. I figured it came off one of the Paraguayan players last. So that's an own goal, but we'll take that. USA will take that. They're not going to be mad at that. Breaking the deadlock inside the 7th minute. Someone did predict. There was a fan. You probably know more than me. There was a USA fan that predicted USA thumping Paraguay 6-0. You only need 5 more to make sure that your prediction comes through. But at early doors, it is the United States 1 goal up. And my Mexican, Misael, you're not going to be a happy bunny with that one, are you? I think I figure out what you're doing, obviously, with your country being the other co-host. I'm sure you're going to be wanting to be the nation, to the co-host nation that goes the furthest, right? Hence, ooh, too quick for him. It's gonna be the first yellow card of the night. You're gonna have to tread careful there. That's the Paraguayan number 4. He's seen himself in the referee's books at early doors. Juan Jose. And that is resulted in a free kick. Yeah, you're going to have to keep tabs on that one. I think Pulisic is gonna have him on toast. He's gonna put the burners on, isn't he, Pulisic? He's waving at the referees like, what in his finger, like, no, no, no. Shouldn't have been a free kick or a yellow card, but it is, and I don't think that's going to be reversed. Referees and taking back his chat. It is a yellow card, so Juan will have to tread carefully. It's gonna be a long night for him. Free kick taken by the USA. Cuts across low. Gomez. Own goal. So yes, it was a own goal. I'm left to support everyone that's representing CONCACAF Go USA. Look, we're all supporting the CONCACAF teams, aren't we? Because obviously our country couldn't do what they needed to do. So what's left for us is only to support the CONCACAF teams. So again, do let me know what other match you guys want me to cover. It's a bit of a slow burner for the World Cup opening. The group stage. I didn't want to start after the group stage, so I thought let's just get stuck in at the group stage. Canada, USA inside the box once more. That one is cleared by Paraguay. Pulisic tried to feed through his teammate, but good defensive work there at the back by Paraguay. The Paraguay gaffer, he seems like one of those head coaches there that can't sit still. Seems like his thing is to just wander about on the touchline. You guys are familiar with him, do let me know in the comments section. All right. Another foul there in the middle of the park. Do you know what? I would not be surprised if one of the Paraguayan players sees red. Definitely don't want to get sent off after you've managed to find the back of the net in your own goal, that is. Yeah, he can't manage Pulisic. Pulisic has him on post. He cannot manage him. It's too easy for Pulisic. Too easy for him. It's way too easy for him. He's not going to be able to contain him, is he? Especially when you're already on a yellow card. He's not going to be able to contain him. So can you share what's the mood in the UK? Is there any hope for England? Um So I'm a house rat, so I wouldn't even be. I'm probably not the best person to ask, but in terms of, well, it's the usual, isn't it? To be funny, to be honest with you, that's a great question. I can't feel the hype. I don't sense that there's a hype. Usually, I feel like there is a lot of talk about, can they go the all the way? Will they go all the way? I haven't heard no one sing it's coming home. It's been relatively quiet, at least from where I'm at. Paraguay on the ball. Enough space there to pass to his teammate, but he went with a shot at goal that wasn't troubling the goalkeeper though. It's their number 19 there went with a shot at goal. His teammates isn't happy with him. That's one. Think he wasn't actually happy because it should have been a corner that came off one of the. I think it looks as if it came off Chris Richards' last, so that's probably why he wasn't a happy bunny. Should have had a corner kick. Check, check. There we go. There we go. Spoke about you earlier on. Good to see you in the comment section. I'm hanging on for dear life. I am knackered. I am so tired, but I'm hanging on for dear life. Hanging on for dear life. I told you guys I would come back. As I said, do let me know which other game I should cover for you guys. All right. You're gonna have to tell me as soon as possible so I can put the streams together. Don't wait until the last minutes. All right. While I'm at it, big ups to my members channel. So all the guys there that have joined my members channel. Andre, big ups to yourself, Andre. Is it Gunst? Have I pronounced your name right? 5292. I do apologize if I butchered that one. Runners, big ups to you, the man who gave me my first ever super chat. Mikey Ballin, big ups to you. Jimma the Wise, big ups to you, Jimma, and the First Lady, Miss Denise McFadden. Thank you guys for joining my members channel. Says like up the stream. Yeah, please do like up the stream. It's an early one. Slow burners. Curacao versus Germany. I'm hoping Curacao can create an upset. What a story that would be. And of course, that could have been one of our one of that again. Good pass. Defense did its job. Good idea there from Bolligan. Unselfish of him, mind you. It's a very unselfish decision there by Balogun. Goes to find his teammates' debts. Very unselfish decision making there by Balogun. USA knocking on the door for their second goal. They've got a corner. This one inside the box. Looks like there's too much on that. They're still on the ball though. Still in control. Ah. Is that a clash of the heads? Looks like we've got the number 3 there on the deck. Is that the number 3 and the number 7? I can just about make out their numbers for the two players there on the floor holding their heads. So I think it is the yes, two coming together, isn't it? I think it is actually it looks like it's Richards, Chris Richards, and also the number 7 for it's the number 7. I need to look back on that one there, guys, to see who the player is. But there is nothing sinister in that one. So I think I'm just waiting for my camera. The stretcher is coming out. I'm just trying to see what's going on. They're panning to the players taking a brief little water break, little hydration break. The USA players there, Tim Ream, the captain, speaking to the gaffer. I'm just trying to see who and who was involved in that little clash of the heads. So I can see a replay. So it's actually the number 3. My apologies. I said number 7. Where do I get number 7 from? My apologies. But it seems like they're all right. The stretcher came out. It's never a good sign when the stretcher comes out, but it's all precautionary. But I think we're all good here, guys. Think we are all good. So that's actually the number 3. My apologies. Okay, that was Omar Alderete for Paraguay, and also Richards for the USA. It's actually 3 and 3. I'm not sure why I was seeing 7 on my screen. I'm not sure if that's due to tiredness or what, but sorry there for the confusion. What country was it? Fun fact, USA 94 had an own goal. There we go, and got his 3 points taken away. Oh God. Wow. It's not so much of a fun fact, is it? It's not so much of a fun fact there, my friend. So Omar Alderete, where is he from? Omar Alderete. Let's see. Oh, born in Paraguay. When something catches my eye, I like to do a quick little research on the players to see if they have any dual heritage. So he's been playing for his country since his U17 days. So since 2013, made his debut for Paraguay back in 2018. Enjoying football lately, isn't he? Premier League football. Now he's at the the biggest stage of them all. Experience it. You have European football to look forward to in the upcoming season with Sunderland. Coincidentally, it was a South American team as well. Are coming in with the fun facts in the comment section. I keep it coming. You're keeping my company. I can't be mad at it. I like it. So please do keep it coming. PVJ was right to broadcast. PVJ have rights to broadcast and them have no nation watching all the programs before them bring the game. What is this? Big ups to yourself, Ronaldo. Yes, everyone is still down on Jamaica not qualifying. Throwing here to Paraguay. We have more football coming up for you guys tomorrow. I am hanging on for dear life. So here's how we're looking. 21 minutes in. It is the United States out in front thanks to a gift, a own goal. But what about that footwork inside the box, running inside the box there from Pulisic? The build up to that goal, it deserved a goal. The movement, the build up, it deserved a goal. Paraguay do have to tread carefully though, seeing themselves inside the referee book. So one needs to tread carefully. So himself inside the referee's books there inside the 10th minutes. I don't think he can manage Pulisic. So let's see if he can hang on until halftime, maybe possibly until the 60-minute mark, depending on how the scoreline is looking, isn't it? So as it relates to tomorrow, tomorrow is where you guys there in the comment section. Tomorrow is when your World Cup starts, isn't it? I know most of you are Brazil fans. Your country will be kicking things off against Morocco. I'm sure you guys are already aware of that one. And then some hours later, it will be our Haitian brothers kicking things off against Scotland. And then 3 hours later is Australia taking on Turkey. So we're spoiled for choices. Football is poor people therapy. So any of you feeling sad or depressed, just go ahead and watch the World Cup. Even if your country didn't qualify, let's remind ourselves it is the biggest FIFA Men's World Cup ever. 48 teams. Don't ask me how the boys in black, gold, and green failed to qualify because I might just have to end the stream. If you've not hit the like button, please do go ahead and hit the like button, pull a stitch. And also, if you're new to the channel, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So Captain America, Mr. Pulisic is enjoying his football, isn't he? Paraguay haven't really produced anything threatening. It's just going in one direction so far. Still Pulisic. I mean, he's better than that. What type of cross is that? And we're looking at a hydration break here, 23 minutes in. A hydration break here. Referee instructing a hydration break. Good start there from the host, USA. I don't see an upset on the cards. I don't see this one panning out to an upset. Brazil was my childhood team, but only in love with Jamaica as an adult. In love? What type of abusive relationship is that, Knight Rider? You gotta be careful with the words that you use in there in the comment section. I'm worried for you. To go from Brazil to Jamaica, that's like you seem like you like abuse, and we're not glamorizing abuse, but seriously, you're better off sticking to Brazil. It's from one Jamaican to another. Stick to Brazil. Mind you, what's going on? We're gonna talk a little bit more about Brazil tomorrow, but like your poster boy is reportedly not expected to play the opener. Is there a World Cup in which Neymar participated in where he was injured. I love that movement from Pulisic. Whoa, from Pulisic, I should say. Oh, lovely. I think it was actually making its way to but again, that's a beautiful, beautiful movement. So is there a World Cup where Neymar wasn't injured? Feels to me that he's been injured at every single World Cup that he's participated in. But do correct me, fact check that one for me there in the comment section. Right? Think I might have asked you guys this question, or maybe it was just something that I was thinking. What do you do if you're a coach when you've got those big marquee players, the poster boys? Do you take them along knowing that they are injured? Do you take a gamble, which could obviously worsen any injuries that they're carrying depending on the severity of the injury? Or do you say, you know what, it's not worth the gamble. I'm going with someone else. Kind of feels like their head coach Ancelotti was pressured to make that particular decision. Colombia, US versus USA in 94 says own goal. Also, soccer is another one. I'm sat and I'm watching. I'm thinking, look, the way we view football and decision making compared to the players themselves will always be difficult. Well, I'm different because obviously they're the ones that's going out there and putting in the hard work. I do wonder, just how much is that risk worth it? Best of luck to all the players. Hopefully, none of them will suffer any season-ending injuries, and definitely don't want no career-ending injuries neither. So hopefully they have a healthy World Cup. USA only win, says in the comments section. I bringing up those match facts there for you guys. Pulisic, McKenny, ball again, fire! Yes, yes, love that. They're too hot to handle. They are too hot to handle. Pulisic involved once again. McKenny involved once again. Guys, they're in a groove of things. They are definitely in the groove of things. Similar passing to the first goal there between Pulisic and also McKenny. This time it is topped off by Bolligan. I think, like I said earlier on, when with regards to the own goal, they were actually Pulisic actually was pasting the ball towards Balogun. This time it found him. He's got a cheeky little smile, but I think it's actually ruled offside. So that celebration there was muted. I love that movement of play there again from Pulisic, McKenny, and Bolligan. So it appears as if, assuming they're saying Bolligan was offside, need to watch that one back on replay. But yeah, it's saying that they were offside. It's a shame, isn't it? Because that movement leading up to the goal deserve to be on the score sheet. It's pretty flat from Paraguay so far, isn't it? It's flat, not offering much, if anything. It's completely flat performance there from them. I'm just wondering as the game go on if they're going to grow into frustration and if things could get a little bit handsy. They don't want to do that. They don't want to see red. I wouldn't put it past them. Definitely wouldn't put it past them. Shout out to yourself, Jordan. I hope you're in good health. I hope you are well. So on the half an hour mark, it is the host USA out in front, one goal to the good, thanks to a own goal. Don't know what it is about the World Cup. I don't know if it's because I'm excited or if there's something if it's something to do with this pace of the game. But that shouldn't make the clock move faster. But these Pulisic again. Ball again. Yes. You're not chalking that one off. You're not chalking that one off. Love that. It's too easy for them. It's looking like a training ground routine. It's too easy for them. You got the Paraguayan players there shaking their head as they should. It's too easy. Just a very good run forward there from Pulisic. Finds his teammate once again in the center is Balogun, and he fires it home to double the lead. Quality finish right in front of goal. He's not going to miss from there, is he? Training ground routine. Training ground routine. He was not going to miss from there at all. 2-0. So to the USA fan that said a thumping 6-0, look, you made a prediction that I thought was a bold prediction. You're 4 goals off of securing the 6-0 that you predicted. And so far they're on course to securing the biggest victory so far of the co-host nation. Also potentially the biggest scoreline. So in some other results there, as I said, Mexico, that one ended 2-0 against South Africa. South Korea defeated Czech Republic 1-0. And there's a 1-all sharing of the points with Canada and Bosnia earlier on. It looks like they're well on their way to securing the biggest win so far. You don't expect nothing less from the United States, do you? They're feeling themselves. They're in the groove of things. And that defeat. They came into tonight's game again with a 2-1 defeat at the hands of Germany. If you saw the goal that they scored, an absolute peach of a goal. Just goes to show that those practice matches don't really matter too much as it relates to results, right? Because it is a practice match. It's about sharpening the tools. But before that, they came up clutch and they defeated Senegal 3-2. So they're firmly on their way to taking things back to winning ways. Unless Paraguay can do something right now. They are 2 goals down. They did again. Let me remind you all, they came into this one on the back end of a 4-0 win over Nicaragua. Right now, it looks like they're going to be collecting a L in the FIFA Men's World Cup for their opening match. I'm hoping you guys can still see the screen. Yes, you can see what good coaching does. Yes, I do see what good coaching does. Very familiar to Mauricio Pochettino. Definitely familiar to him and what he is capable of and what he can do. Back to the game though, we're gone over the 30-minute mark. USA leading 2 goals to the good. I'm happy for Balogun. The man there that doesn't settle for less. USA on the ball inside the box. Trying to find his man, sniffed it out there by the defense of Paraguay. Paraguay still in control. Puts this one up top. That one is headed away there by Richards. Almiron loses the ball. Des Twinklefiets is fouled. Referee waves advantage to USA. Pulisic. He cannot manage him. He cannot manage him. Pulisic inside the box. Header. Oh. He can't manage him. They're going to have to make now. The thing is, he picked up a early card that is Juan, the number 4, right, at early doors. So really and truly, he has to back off. He has to, and by backing off, he's giving Pulisic room. And when you don't, what you don't want to do is give their Captain America room and space. So surely it's either you're going to have, whoa, it's a dicey tackle there. It's either you're going to have to make a sub or you're going to have to double or triple mark him. Because right now, the one man on Pulisic, that's not going to work, especially when you're on a yellow card. Tread carefully. Don't want to see a double yellow that will result in a sending off. Yeah, the gaffer's going to have to do something about that, aren't they? Massive thank you to those of you who have already hit the like button. It does not cost a penny. Please do go ahead and hit the like button. Pulisic, man of the match so far. Pulling the strings. Does what his name says on the tin, doesn't it? And Balogun, delighted for Balogun. I said a man who knows what he wants. When he was demanding to be one of the main players for Arsenal, if not, he'll be off on his bikes. In the end, he was off on his bikes, going over to Monaco. Also, just letting England know that he's not going to be waiting around. Instead, he's going to be playing for the United States of America. No regrets, is it? He was committed himself to England. He definitely, I don't think, would be anywhere near a call up. No disrespect to him. So he definitely made the right decision. Long may the good times continue for Pulisic and his teammates and also Balogun. USA here with a corner. See what they do with this one. Whips this one inside the box. Oh, almost made its way. That was a header there. It looked like, I think that was Chris Richards. So let's watch that one on re. It's a good header. So good, just inches. If that goalpost was just inches wide, I think I would have found its way in the back of the net because it looks like the goalkeeper dipped a little bit too late. That one need to stick that one on repeat, but good header there from Richards. You can see why they're delighted to have him back in the starting 11, isn't it? Chris Richards, a man who is familiar to the big occasions. Man with the afro. The man with the fro, USA. Most entertaining team so far is USA. Yes, I am entertained. Like I said at the start of my live stream, one thing about USA, they know how to entertain you. They are entertainers. They love it. They love the big occasion. They love being the center of attention. And as above all, you can't knock it. You can't hate on them. They know how to put on a show. And pretty much from kickoff, they really just went at it, haven't they? They haven't given Paraguay a chance, not a whiffer, not a sniff. It's been all them in full control in the driving seats. So again, do answer that one in the comment section. What does success look like for the United States? You're probably the best one. Is it Knight Rider? Concerning the work you do, you're probably the best one to answer that one. What does success look like for the United States? You think they'll go all the way? Can you imagine? Wow. Big for CONCACAF, but can you imagine? Is it a quarterfinals? Little twinkle in your toes for a quarterfinals for the USA? Remember the last World Cup match I watched with the USA is actually back in 2022. I was making my way back from Jamaica and I stopped off in the States. And I was, as I said, because of Gareth Southgate, I found myself being keen to watch the England men's team play. And I went inside a bar and I promised myself I was going to contain my celebration if there was going to be any celebration because I obviously didn't want them to look at me sideways or for things to get aggy. But obviously they caught on with the accent when I ordered my food. And they're just like, oh, okay, I know exactly who you're supporting. I do remember Harry Maguire putting in a shift in that game in 2022, the World Cup, England taking on USA. And I think Luke Shaw as well, if memory serves me well, but definitely Harry Maguire, slabhead, putting in a shift. Knight Rider says, I'm not sure. I think there's a lot of geopolitical influences working through this World Cup, which I feel will affect the performance on the field, the performances on the field. Interesting observation there, Knight Rider. Please do go ahead and make sure you hit the like button. We're about 5 minutes away from the end of the first 45. That's excluding additional minutes. Perhaps some maybe some 4 minutes of additional time. Telling you, if football matches could fly by as they've been flying by for the last string of live watch-alongs, I'll be a happy bunny. Okay, so they're now double marking Pulisic. This time whatever he had in mind didn't work, and that's how you have to do him. You can't just leave the number 4 all alone with Pulisic because he's eating him for breakfast all day of the week. So you got to double mark him. It's the only way to try and keep him quiet at least. Even him with room to breathe. What do you think's going to happen? He's going to do damage, isn't he? Thank you to those of you who have hit the like button. God bless you. If you're making your way home from work, I do hope that you make it home safe and unharmed. If you're on the night shift, a bit like Night Rider, I do hope that you have a steady shift. Don't work yourself through the ground. Remember, you are just an asset to these companies. You're just a number. You're an asset, but you're more so a number, meaning you can easily be replaced, right? Well, that little run there from Paraguay was short-lived. Clean tackle there, clean interception by USA. Dest on the ball. Oh, like that. Jeez. Good save there from the goalkeeper. They're playing with a lot of confidence. They're feeling they're a bit. Of all the teams I've seen so far, they've been the grooviest. USA and feeling themselves. They've been feeling themselves there, USA. Some 2 minutes left of the first 45, with some expected additional minutes to go. This one is probably going to be finishing close to what, maybe 4 o'clock my time. And then I have to be up in about 4.5 hours time. It's no time to rest, guys. No time to rest. I have an early start to my day. See if we have one more goal here before half time. There's a foul there, and that one weighs in the favor of Paraguay. One thing about live streaming is that the lights can do a number on your eyes. So I think I'm gonna have to dim a few of my lights here, guys, because I've got way too many lights shining in my face, and it's kind of affecting my eyes. I think I've streamed for what, over maybe 4 hours in total so far. I have to just protect my eyes. If it's looking a bit too dark, do let me know in the comment section. All right. So Knight Rider says, "Yep, USA got groove right now. Yeah, they've been the grooviest, moving like the groovy chick." They definitely feeling themselves. Let's see how many additional minutes. They got Fergie time, so 5 minutes of additional time. That one there dedicated to all the United fans like Michael Ballin, Mr. Ballin that supports the USA. That one is special there for you. So much for Ronaldo. He supports Brazil, but it's still Fergie time nevertheless. So what game plan can Paraguay come up with? Really and truly, what game plan can they come up with? What is it? Keep down the scoring? So that's probably what they're going to have to do, isn't it? To save themselves from a humiliating defeat. Never really expected this type of football from the USA. I was kind of cautious coming into this one. I was thinking, please let it be worth it because I am tired. It's early in the morning and I don't want it to be a waste of a watch along. And so far, I am so happy that I stayed up with you guys. So happy that I stayed up. No regrets at all. So got about 4 more minutes to go until the closing of the first 45. Let me know what you guys make of the first 45 so far. Almarion here, Miguel that is, standing over a free kick. Katy Perry on my screen with her fella, of course. Would have thought that he would have been at the Canada game, but I guess because his missus is performing. Comfortable save there for the goalkeeper. Wasn't going to confuse or trouble Matthew, was he? So the former Arsenal man Matt Turner is on the bench. So both goalkeepers, Matt Turner, former Arsenal boy, there on the bench. Paraguay need a little momentum, build some rhythm. They've been flat. USA on the attack inside the box. Nice little change of defense does its job. USA regain control. Thing is, they before they can even look at building the momentum, need to just focus and not losing possession. But yes, I agree with you. They do need to work on building some rhythm. They're near it. And I do wonder as the game continue, as the game edges towards the full time, full time, if the pass will start to get the better of them in terms of how they've fared when they've come up against the United States. As I've said, their last outing towards the ending of last year, that one they did actually find their names on the team sheet. Scored one goal, but the trouble with that is the United States scored double that. So that game there ended 2-1 to reiterate. And before that, back in 2018, Balogun, what a goal! Oh my word! Oh my word! Oh, chef's kiss, confident finish, cash money in the bank, money in the bank. Balogun at the double. Love that. USA leading 3 goals to the good. And if they didn't have any doubts, there definitely has to be some doubts in the minds of the Paraguayan there, coupled with what I was just saying with regards to their history of defeats against the United States. Lovely finish again from Balogun. Definitely onside. No question about it. Good run into the box. Almost lost his foot in there. Little challenge there inside the box by the number three. It's too strong to phase him. What's a finish? It's like a FIFA-esque finish. Finish that one with his left foot. Top bins. Keeper couldn't stop that. Last kick off the ball. Love that. Balogun and the United States beaming from ear to ear. What's going on here? Think you all need to come off the field of play there, lads. It is half time. It is the USA out in front. 3 goals to the good. I was not expecting that. Balogun at the double. Balogun at the double. I hope this inspire other players there that could potentially represent those bigger countries to take your chance. Don't sit around and wait for other countries to come knocking, come calling. Look at Balogun. He's at the World Cup. And at the moment, he's got the world in the palm of his hands. A double scoring inside the 31st minute and also inside the 45th minute on the stroke of half time. Before that, it was an own goal presented to them by Paraguay. But to be honest with you, lovely bit of work there from McKenny to Pulisic there with a lovely bit of footwork inside the box. I think he would have found Balogun. So Balogun could have had a hat trick, and Balogun is chasing a hat trick, and Balogun is going to get the hat trick. Balogun, golden boot loading, says See what playing for the Gunners can do for you? You see what playing for the Gunners can do for you? I'm so shameless. Let me be shameless. All right, let's go ahead and look at the halftime stats there. So Night Rider says might have to adjust to that 3-1 prediction. I think he might have to adjust that 3-1 prediction. And to the USA fan there that made a bold claim of a 6-0 thrashing, you're 3 goals away from coming up clutch. You're 3 goals away from coming up clutch. You can see the result, the halftime stats there on the screen in front of you. In terms of shots, it is 8 for the hosts, 2 for the visitors. Shots on target, 4 for USA, 0 for Paraguay. Possession, 75% for USA, 25 for Paraguay. Passes, 327 for the host, 107 for the visitors. Pass accuracy, 93 for USA, 69 for Paraguay. Fouls, pretty close for fouls committed there. It is 5 for USA, 1 worse for Paraguay with 6 yellow cards, 0 for the host, and Paraguay only have 1 yellow card to their name. Hopefully that yellow won't be flipped into a red, but the young man does have to tread carefully. Thankfully, no red cards at this junction of the game. Offside, 2 for the USA, 0 for Paraguay. Corners, 2 to the USA, 0 for Paraguay. And that is how we're standing. USA, the big hitters, they've gotten their party started. They are feeling themselves. They are in a good groove. And if you're in the United States, surely you're in a fantastic mood. You are enjoying yourself, aren't you? And they have done what I predicted or I expected them to do in terms of what the scoreline might look like when you compare it to the other two host nation. Mexico defeated South Africa 2 goals to the good. Canada secured a 1-all draw against Bosnia earlier on in the day. But the other co-host, the United States, they've come up clutch. They've produced the biggest scoreline so far of the FIFA Men's World Cup. To go over the other scoreline from the other game, that would have been South Korea taking on Czech Republic. South Korea coming up 2-1 winners. So are we going to see more goals in the second half? Oh, absolutely. Balogun for a hat trick. Balogun chasing a hat trick. And by the grace of God, Balogun will secure his See, I am so happy for that young man. I am so happy for Florian Balogun. He is feeling himself. He probably would have been on a hat trick had it not, first of all, before the own goal, he had a chance and passed it on to his teammate Des. So to be honest with you, that's four chances that came his way. Unselfishly, he could have easily been on a been on a hat trick. And I think when you look at it like that, he definitely deserves to get himself in the history book, further along in the history book with a hat trick. The Brooklyn born boy, 24 years of age, and he is in the grooviest of groove with his teammates. Well, my Arsenal man now playing for Monaco. I do love that second goal. Top bins. Yes, he's always been a player that believes in himself. And thing about the World Cup is if you have a good World Cup, clubs tend to come knocking for you, don't they? Gunners, food, dietitian with a Tottenham coach. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy, isn't it? Sleeping with the enemy. So, Crystal, what do you think of Mead signing for Man City? I've always said that they should come and get her, but I also said send Bunny Shaw in the opposite direction. They didn't listen to me. I wish her the very best of luck, though. I'm more upset about Chelsea and the signing that they made from Arsenal with Katie going over to Chelsea. I'm more upset about that because I am a fan of Katie McCabe. I wish the both of them, I should say. I wish the both of them the very best of luck. Players have to do what's best for them at the end of the day. Players' careers is relatively short, so they have to do what works in their best interest. If you've not hit the like button, what are you waiting on? Do go ahead and hit the like button. Liking what I can see so far, guys. I don't know. Wasn't expecting this scoreline when I was preparing myself for the match earlier on in the day. But hey, not sure what I said that tickled you there, tickled your funny bone there in the comment section, Night Rider. Uh, If you want to remind me, then go ahead and let me know. But I'm not sure what I said that tickled your funny bone, but I'm glad to have made you laugh. Definitely glad to have made you laugh. And if you are wondering if how tired I am extremely tired. So tired that I don't think I'm going to be fighting my sleep. Told you guys I usually have to fight my sleep, but don't think I'm going to have to fight my sleep later on. One thing I will say though is there player there that's on the yellow card. What do you guys think the gaffer should do with him? Are you saying take him off? What do you think? Do you think they should take him off? Because it could turn worse for them, couldn't it? Could definitely turn worse for them. I think it's their number 4. I think it's actually their number 4. My apologies there for the confusion. So Juan, what do you guys reckon should happen with him? Do you guys think you should take him off before the 60-minute mark? Or you just riding your luck and hoping and praying that he won't be sent off? He did pick up his yellow card inside the 10th minute. Hopefully it can stay that way. Man City start to look like Arsenal. Yes, but I won't be going over to them. Won't be going over to them. I will support my compatriot from a distance. I wish her the very best of luck. I hope she wins more trophies. Would also love for her to win a Champions League. Think that would edge her closer to securing a Ballon d'Or. I think what would also help her to secure a Ballon d'Or in her playing career is to also win something with Jamaica. But some good football here from the USA. Real good football here from the USA. McKenny, I'm enjoying McKenny, Pulisic, and also Balogun. Debts as well. Richards. It's all across the board, really, isn't it? Obviously, their goalkeeper hasn't been troubled. Matthew's just on a little bit of a holiday at the back there. He hasn't been tested. So Paraguay will have to go back to the drawing board. I have no idea what you can tell this Paraguay side to boost their confidence. How are they going to approach the second game, second half? Surely it's to not concede more goals. Don't want to be conceding too many goals, especially when you're talking about tournament competition and the role that goal difference might play at the closing of the group stage. So they're definitely going to want to see if they can keep the USA quiet. It's going to require extensive amounts of defending, but let's see what they can do. Let's see what they can do in the second half. From the USA, I'm expecting more of the same, quick out the blocks, increase that score line, and also improve their goal difference. They're on home soil. Enjoy the moments, savor it. It's what you guys have all been hoping and praying for all along. So something here caught my eye, guys. Something just caught my eyes here, but I'm going to just refocus back over onto you guys because really wanna be distracted. All right, so we are minutes away from the second 45. One thing about live streaming, the one thing I dislike about live streaming is that you build up an appetite, and I need to work my way around this. I need to figure out how best to approach this because I really should not be eating at ungodly hours, or maybe I should just get myself some fruits. So I think before I go to my bed, I probably have some grapes or some oranges just to keep my just to keep my stomach feeling good because I'm working up an appetite, but I might just say, you know what, let's be disciplined and go to my bed. It's in the morning already anyways. I'll be waking up in by in about 5.5 hours time. I'm supposed to be up. So there goes that. Paraguay need to slow the game down, slow it to a crawl. I don't think they have that in them. I don't think that's within their nature. I don't think that's what they're all about. I think if you keep pressing them and keep increasing that scoreline, I wouldn't be surprised if they see red. I would not be surprised if they see red. Yeah, I don't think they're that type of team there that will remind ourselves of what happened the last time out, which is why I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if we see red from them. You know, things got a little bit handsy the last time round, don't we? To figure out what screen I'm looking at. So last time out, things got a little bit handsy between the two. I'm gonna see if I can bring that up on the screen there for you guys just to give you a gentle reminder. See it there on the screen right there in front of you. Hopefully, for their sake, we won't be seeing more of the same. But, but I wouldn't put it past them to lose their marbles. Hopefully, they don't. But again, I wouldn't put it past them to do exactly that. Just waiting for the second 45 to get underway. Before I forget my manners, thank you to you guys there for showing love to my stream. Definitely appreciate you guys. You guys could be anywhere right now, anywhere and everywhere, but you're choosing to sit with me. So I definitely appreciate it. Typical Jamaica. Good night to yourself. Good night to you. I hope you're in good health. And maybe tell me, guys, lemon and water, does that make you hungry? I'm always talking about food with you guys, aren't I? I'm sorry. I'm just wondering if that's why I'm getting even more and more hungry. Tell me in the comment section if lemon and water make you more hungry, minus the sugar. There's no sugar inside of this. It's not sugar water. There's no sugar inside of it. Come on, guys, let's get the second half underway. Why is it taking so long? Seems like it's taking longer than usual. What's the holdup? What is the holdup? Ugh, come on. I'm listening to some in-studio conversation, which I trust you guys probably can't hear it, or at least I hope you guys can't hear it. I really want to reach copyright violation. I hope you guys cannot hear it. So vehicles carrying some of England's equipment have been stolen. So they've lost some balls and they've lost some boots. So that's the news. They're coming from the England camp. So some boots and balls have been stolen from the England team. Looks like the USA have gone for a early substitution, and perhaps I think is that Paraguay going for a early sub as well. See if I can give you guys that little bit of update there as it comes through. I think it's updated on my end yet. I can see a few subs coming on the bench, but just want to make sure that it changes my end so I can look at the players that came on. It's a quick substitution there, but just bear myself. Seriously, stolen. Yeah. You stuff they stolen from the England camp. So we are back on the way. We'll say hoping to pick up from where they left off. Balogun chasing a hat trick. So surprisingly, he's taking off Pulisic. So Christian's off and Sebastian's on. Berhalter. So that's Sebastian Berhalter. He is on. Wonder what's his background. Let's go and see if I can find out a little bit about. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, guys. A little bit of a sneeze there. I was not. I love the football. I love the bloody World Cup. So Sebastian Matthew Berhalter, he was born in London, England, 25 years of age. Was not expecting that one. I was not expecting that one at all. So it also says here that he holds Irish citizenship, which was obtained through his family ancestry. I was not expecting that one. You see this? If you're good enough to play, why not play? So I wonder if he qualifies for America through citizenship. Someone fact check that one and tell me. I'm assuming it's through citizenship, right? His birthplace is England. Been playing for the United States since 2025. Love it. If you're good enough to play, you should play. Need to see where says they didn't say Knight Rider. They might add some meat to the bones before they close off. You will say setting the standard. Can we measure up? We as in Jamaica? We're a long way away from that. We're a long way away from that. So just to reiterate there, as it relates to the little bit of breaking news there, is actually boots. So you had some boots and some training balls that were stolen, all right, days before their opener. So it says it was stolen from Florida. Why it was so it was so it says here the team training equipment stolen in transit from Florida to Kansas. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I hope it's not any of those players there that have their favorite boots that's, superstitious. I hope not. It's not what you want. So, whoa, little bit of a deflection there with Gomez having a pop at goal. Think that deflection came from the captain, Tim Ream. It's Gomez here trying something there. USA have a corner kick to deal with. Let's see if Paraguay can pull one back. See what they're going to do. They've gone short. So it's this man pop at goal. It's actually blocked. It was then his own player that got in the way of that shot. There wasn't much power behind it though, to be honest. They've started the second 45 better than the first 45. Almiron. Looks like the referee has blown his whistle. So the skipper, Tim Reams, found himself in the referee's book. I'm not sure what for, but let's see if we can watch that one. He did stop Almiron there from making a dashing run inside the box. Did he catch him? I don't think he caught him. Don't look like there's enough in there for a yellow card. So Tim Ream, experienced vet, not expecting a sending off from him, but it's one yellow card apiece now. I don't look like it should have been a yellow card to me, but do let me know in the comments section. USA have to handle this free kick. Jumps over it, puts it inside the box. It's not going to trouble the goalkeeper. Headed away there by USA. Paraguay back in possession. What's going on here? Referee has blown the whistle. What's he blowing the whistle for? What's his problem? So he's being told something in his ear. What's this all about? VAR check, mistaken identity. That's a new one. So is he going to reverse the yellow card given to Tim Ream? Mistaken identity. What's that all about? So he's having a chat with the captains there. So it says mistaken identity. Looks like he's going over to the monitor. What's this all about? Mistaken identity. Well, are we looking at a crime scene? I think he's looking at the yellow card there that was given to Tim Ream. I don't know why they call it mistaken identity. No. 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 Oh, so the yellow card's been wiped out. Why they call it mistaken identity? So he came out. The referee's a little bit of a drama queen, isn't he? He came out, and the first card I saw was a red. Wow, so that's why they call it mistaken identity. So it's actually Almaram that's been given the yellow card. So I'm guessing they're calling it, isn't it? Shouldn't it be deception? So are they saying that he deceived the referee? Mistaken identity. Okay, I get it now. I get the mistaken identity. Gotcha. Interesting. Interesting. So that's an interesting one. I don't know if I want to see that in Premier League football. FIFA new rule. Yeah. Knight Rider, I think we all were bracing ourselves. I was so confused because when he came out, I saw the red and I was thinking, don't tell me he's going to turn this into a red card. Wow, that's why they should have used my company. We specialize in transporting that kind of equipment. Do you now, Knight Rider? Man from Portland, one of my favorite parishes. Beautiful Portland. Support every CONCACAF team except the Dutch team, the only one local player. Well, they've gone with if they want the best, don't they? I don't think the people of Curacao have a problem with it. Oh, a little bit sloppy at the back there from Paraguay. But big ups to yourself there, Knight Rider. Um, Gracias, 17-12. What a finish from Mulligan for the third goal. Yes, that was a beautiful finish by the young man. Throw in here to USA. Three men taking it. Steadily approaching the 60 minutes mark. These headphones are doing my head in, guys. Think Mulligan is asking for, is he asking for a penalty? Just watch this one back on replay. So Paraguayan player does stick his leg out. Mulligan's got to be careful here. I wouldn't want them to be talking about mistaken identity. That one hasn't been, no. Doesn't look like it's going to be checked by VAR. Seems like Seems like Knight Rider made a phone call and asked for that yellow card for Tim Ream to be chalked off. Because who else can call for the for accept if not Knight Rider, who else can ask for the yellow card to be chalked off, eh? I've got to sit without these for a little while because it's hurting my ears. Really? Yes, Mr. Mexico. Your team did 2-0 on the night's occasion. USA have done one better. 3 goals. Balogun chased in a hat trick. Balogun on a brace, and the opening goal was gifted to them. I say gifted, but I think that ball was going to find Balogun anyways. That was a pass there from the Captain America, Pulisic. Pulisic has gone off. He's been subbed off. Mauricio Pochettino is a better man than me because that seems like he is giving them a chance to live. Big ups to BAM Sports TV. I hope you're in great health. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to BAM Sports TV. Paraguay back in control. Oh, and up until that point, Pulisic, man of the match, pulling the strings. It's too easy. Good block. Very good block. Thank you, Bam. Thank you. Thank you. Look, next season you might be up and running. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm still in good spirit because of that. You're one of those level-headed Chelsea fans. Very level-headed. Let's see what the new season have in store for us, Bam. But soon you might turn things around. You got a serious gaffer there at the helm, so you may go ahead and turn things around. You know, the USA only played Paraguay once in the World Cup. That was the first ever 1930. Yeah, I was reading something about that earlier on in the day. Also looking at their past previous results. For the time being, it is deja vu-esque. But I think this game has more goals in it. I think we're going to be seeing more goals. Almost 60 minutes on the clock, and it is the host with the biggest result of the World Cup so far. So, guys, let me know which game you guys want me to dive into next. All right. Let me know which games you guys want me to cover for you guys next. I have a feeling I know where you're going, but do let me know. Guide me on this one. Wait, Chelsea has listen, Bam, to be honest with you, he was pretty calm. We were speaking some months back. A corner kick here being taken by USA, whips this one inside the box, dealt with by the visitors. And I think we're talking about the way that Chelsea handled their business with their death row contracts. It's another yellow card there. It's a yellow card there for USA. That is Tyler Adams in the referee's books. So challenge there on the number 11 for Paraguay. See, guys. Haha, both of you are saying Haiti versus Scotland. What time is that going to be? Haiti versus Scotland is a 2 a.m. kickoff my time. All right, I got to put that one in my back pocket, right? All right, thanks, guys. So we've got 60 minutes on the clock. I know my time and you guys' time on the screen is slightly different, but we do have 60 minutes on the clock. USA leading 3 goals to the good, thanks to an own goal and a brace by Balogun. Balogun chased in a hat trick, and I'm praying to God he gets it. Why not? The Monaco man. Speaking of Balogun, he was on the ball briefly. Defense did its job, though. They're not going to give him time to settle. I want him to turn and pull the trigger from that distance in front of goal. If he turns, he's flying in the back of the net, isn't he? Good idea there by the defense, and Gomez getting involved. Hoping Balogun don't get subbed by Pochettino. Go Haiti, but for sure the CONCACAF teams I'm rooting for is Haiti. Bam is also saying Brazil and Morocco. Yeah, I do love Haiti. And I guess we also sent him to the shops there. Naughty. Stop that, Tim Ream. Stop that. McKenny on the run. Finds his teammates. Good awareness there by the defense of Paraguay. So Curacao as well. I mean, I can't begrudge them. I really can't begrudge them. But yeah, I think we all hold Haiti close to our hearts, right? Been cooking. Balogun is a nice striker. Was disappointed when he left. Yeah, I was. But you know what? I think footballers nowadays, especially the younger players, they're backing themselves, and rightly so. Football career, as we all know, is relatively short. You've got to back yourself. You don't know what tomorrow has in store. And the World Cup is the perfect shop window. It is the perfect shop window. Who knows? Right now, he's in the driving seat. If he was talking to his agents before to potentially pull him away from Monaco, if he fancied a new challenge, he's doing all that he can to back himself. And sometimes we do see players spin the block. Eberechi Eze being one of them. He spin the block, let it all work out, and it did work out in his first season with the Gunners. So we can see players making their way back to where they came from. Romelu Lukaku going back to Chelsea, Paul Pogba going back to Manchester United. It can happen. Oh, I don't think that one's going to happen though for Mulligan and Arsenal. Good night to Panda Farm and more. Make sure you subscribe to Panda Farm and more. Coming up with all the exclusive content where farming is concerned. If you're in Jamaica or across the world and you want to know about farming, make sure you go and subscribe to Philip Beckwith, Phil the Jamaican Farms. All right. Phil Farms. I can see that on some products in the supermarket. Balogun on a run inside the box. Unselfish. He tries to find his teammate. That one is sniffed it out by the defense of Bosnia. Twice he's made an on a unselfish decision. Twice he's made an unselfish decision. Paraguay, weak team. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to myself. Good night to you. Thank you. Name has changed. We can have a little catch up at some point once I'm able to catch my breath. And also my phone isn't working. I really need to fix this phone because I've been working with a phone that's on its last leg for Lord knows how long now. So I really need to get that sorted out. Hopefully, ASAP. Knight Rider says very disappointing in Paraguay. They seem out of depth, completely out of depth. And I think that psychological advantage that the USA have in hands, have in their back pocket, probably pays dividends as well. 2016, to remind you all, defeated them 1-0. 2018 defeated them 1-0 again. And as I said, latter stages of last year, they did manage to find themselves on the score sheet once. The USA did it twice. So that little psychological advantage weighs in the favor of the USA, coupled with the first time that these guys met on the world's biggest stage, the FIFA Men's World Cup. So there's some psychological advantage there in the back pockets of the United States. All right, guys, 65 minutes on the clock. We're slowly coming to an end. What time is it? It's 4:20, 3:29 my time. I cannot believe it. 3:29. So that means I'm probably going to get maybe just 4 hours of sleep. And I do need to make sure I get my Saturday soup. I need an energy booster, so it's gonna be a Saturday soup for me. Definitely was gonna be a Saturday soup. I need something simple on Sunday because it's gonna be more streaming on Sunday, isn't it? More streaming on Sunday, so I can't go for nothing heavy. See what you guys are saying there in the comment section. USA playing good, but this team looks really weak or unbecoming of an Paraguay team we have known. Paraguay is a small country, only 9 million inhabitants. They are playing as such. 9 million. 7:30 your time. Head to head tells a lot about a match sometimes between opponents. I soon can watch the match and be on another phone. Oh, bless you. So you're actually tuning into myself. Hey, stop that. Listen, I need to get myself to Mexico one time. And Mr. Yal, if I do make my way to Mexico, you're going to have to be my guide. You're going to have to be my guide. Make sure nothing happens to myself. I'm scared to go to certain countries. Definitely can't go certain countries on my own. Now that I think about going to the World Cup in France, following the Reggae Girls, sometimes I sit and I think to myself, what the hell was I thinking? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? But do I regret it? No, because nothing happened to me in the end. But would I do it again? Be a bit more cautious for sure. Traveling alone. Their population is triple ours. What's the excuse? Of course. Thank you. Thank you. That's if I come your neck of the woods. I'll give you a shout. I'll give you a shout. So, another hydration break. So, the designers of this stadium apparently links to a renovation of the Emirates. And the reports can't be far-fetched given the connection between those two stadiums there, right? So it can't be far-fetched. I live in Mexico State. Really? Okay. I might have to. Where in Mexico has good beaches? I love a beach. I can't go on a holiday without a beach. If I go home to Jamaica and I don't go to the beach, I'm miserable as hell. I feel like I didn't go on holiday. So I do love, I'm a beach. More so, I like rivers. Hydration break here coming to an end. I love rivers. And if I can get the two with a river and a beach, in Portland, you have, I'm not even going to give them a plug because they're taking the mick with their prices. But if you know Portland, you know exactly which beach I'm referring to, where they've got the river to the left and the beach right in front. Right. So I'm not plugging them. But St. Mary's something similar as well, where you've got the river and the beach meeting. You also have a nude hotel close by. Never even knew Jamaica have nude hotel until I went to that particular spot there in St. Mary. So I do love my beach and my rivers, right? From I saw the second goal, I know this game was going to be one-sided. 70 minutes. It could get worse for them. Hopefully not. Cancun, absolutely. Yes, yes. Silly question. I should have known. I should have known. I may ask you this question again if there is a way for me to go to Mexico. I probably want to come more so for your food, right? Probably want to come more so for your food. But the thing about this is, I'm not a fan of flying. So, how we're going to get that done, guys? We're in here to Paraguay, 70 minutes on the clock. No consolation goal. Can they not pull one back? Looks like a USA here going to keep a clean sheet. Big throw in. He went long, but that was headed away. Teammates here having a little pop at goal. Denied by USA. It's a free kick here. It looks like it's a free kicks to the host. Referee saying that was a shove in the back. Lord have mercy, my stomach feels empty. All that talking, surely I'm not bugging out. All that talking, surely it does make you hungry. I can't be the only one. I don't really like beaches too much. I only love being at stadiums. You're a football man. So, you've got your wish. Your boy Weah is coming on. Oh, Mauricio Pochettino, you little party pooper. So no Hattie for ball again. Coaches can be such haters at times, but then again, the game's done and you don't want to play him for much longer if in case he picks up an injury. So it's the right decision. Wanted him to get his hat trick. Close. That's another nice beach of mines. That's a nice beach of mines. But no, not that one. Debts and Polygon off. Pepe and Weah on. I've never been to Swift River. Have I been? Do they have another name for Swift River? I don't think I've ever been to Swift River, but I might have to put that on the bucket list. Because if you know me, you know I love Portland. And if I don't go Portland on my trip, I'm not a happy bunny. I can tell you that's how much I love Portland. Like I'm not talking to no one if I don't go to Portland on my trip. And I've never been to Swift River. Do they have another word, another name for it? Is there another name for Swift? Well, if it's Swift River, I've definitely never been to Swift River. One of the rivers I went to, obviously not in Portland, but Grandpa Falls. Water was bloody cold and it was pissing down. Whoop! Gomez. There we go. There we go. If anyone was going to get the goal, it was going to be him, isn't it? They're going to be feeling devastated there. I want to see that one back on replay for you guys. But it is now 3-1. Probably the first real sloppy moment at the back there for the USA, and that's led to a goal. Looking at it from the referee's view, it's a delightful finish. That's a delightful finish. I like that. I like that. Apologies about the naming of the goal scorer, Mauricio. I like that. It's 3-1, so they don't get to keep a clean sheet. They don't get to keep a clean sheet, guys. We love a clean sheet, but they're not getting a clean sheet on tonight's occasion. USA trying to extend their lead safely into the hands of the goalkeeper. And a bit like yesterday, earlier on, I say yesterday because I'm already into my Saturday, but earlier on to avoid confusion, that's a substitute. So the sub came on at halftime and he has managed to put his name on the score sheet. 3-1 as things stand. Can we get a blockbuster end? I love the chaos. I love the chaos, but I don't think that's going to happen. USA on the attack. Yeah, they're now trying to increase that scoreline, aren't they? Better from Paraguay. Just wondering if they've left it a little bit too late, too little too late. Managed to pull one back. At the 73rd minute. It's taken them a while to get there, hasn't it? 75 minutes on the clock. They need 2 more goals to level the scoring. But USA are still asking questions of their own. They're currently in possession, driving forward. That's what you like from your sub. That's what you want from your subs. You call those type of finishes there, those moments, super subs. So a super sub performance from Canada's number 9 earlier on. Cool. Super sub performance. A promise that was delivered, sealed, and signed, sealed, and delivered by Larin, his teammate. Promise with the assist. So, guys, who in the comment section? Someone in the comment section predicted 3-1. I'm pretty sure someone predicted 3-1. Looks like you could be bang on the money. I've been to Africa twice, Ivory Coast in 2024, AFCON, and Uganda. I mean, I would love to visit the continents of Africa. Who wouldn't want to visit the motherland? But it's going to cost you more than an arm and a leg these days to travel the world, isn't it? Swift River has hidden spots. Ah, man from Portland. I think next time I'm going Portland, I need to hit you up then, don't I? I need to ask you what's the hidden gems. I love a hidden gem. USA in attack. Where? Whoa. Who's this one standing in front of Weir? Who's he? What number is that? He looks like a player from the 1970s. The number 6 for Paraguay. Well, I think it's the mustache that's making him look much older than he actually is. I think he's got his shirt tucked in and he's got a little mustache. His hair gelled. Looks like he's a player there from back in the day. It's not an insult in the slightest. I have created videos on my trips to Africa, especially Uganda. Oh, really? Where's those? Where's those videos? Please do make sure you hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a penny. Big ups once more to my channel members, starting off with the first lady, Miss Denise McFadden, also Jimmy the Wise, Mr. Mikey Ballon. Runners always running things, except you're not running London for now, you would say. I'll say forever. And also Andre Guts, big ups to you, Andre, for joining my channel members. See Sports TV, big ups to you. He says, hey, good night. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to his channel. Uganda fans are crazy. Are they? Are they? Don't really know much about them, to be honest with you. Gomez is not a happy bunny. Gomez has talked himself into the referee's books. It's Captain Gomez. He's talked himself inside the referee's books. Not really sure what he's complaining about there, Gomez, but Paraguay is going for another, they're going for a double substitution. Amrion is coming off. This lad here's got a little baby face. How old is he? Looks like it's way past his bedtime. And the number 4, fair play to you, lad. Fair play to you, because this is why I'm not a coach. I would have subbed you from the moment you picked up that yellow. Panic, hit the panic button. Fair play to you, Juan. You've lasted a long time, way more than I expected you would last. 79 minutes on the clock, and he picked up the first yellow card of the game. Pulisic had him on toast. Pulisic had him on toast. So Gustavo is in and Juan Jose is out. A substitution there for Paraguay. And his name is Sosa. Raman Sosa, the little baby face. Raman Sosa, he's off again for Almiron. How old is he? Looks like he's 17. How old is this? What the hell? Why does he look so young? He's 26. He is stress-free. He ain't got no one stressing him. He's got a baby face. He's 26 years of age, guys. He looks young. He looks extremely young. I'm here talking about whether this grown-ass man has bedtime stories to come or whether he's breaking curfew. He's a fully grown man. He just looks young. He's doing something right, isn't he? He's definitely doing something right. USA a beat and teach. They absolutely are. They're putting the belt to the arse of Paraguay. Paraguay, 80 minutes on the clock. Possibly left it a little bit too late, but they have found themselves a consultation goal. Got themselves a consolation goal there to work with. A little bit of a springboard. 81 minutes on the clock. Ugandans, are they? Yes, they are. They do support Arsenal. They definitely do support Arsenal. That I do know. And the Kenyans. East Paraguay. So yeah, I don't think they're going to score 2 more goals. I don't think this one is ending in a draw. I don't think this one is going to end in a draw there. I know why you want the draw, but I don't think it's going to end in a draw. Can't see this one ending in a draw. Take your consolation goal and off you pop. I don't think you're getting more than that. Little bit of comfort. How comforting is that though? Is that your solace? Is that bit of solace good enough? Is it a sigh of relief? I guess it could be more than not so much heavy on the comforting, but more of a sigh of relief to say at least, they've scored a goal, their first goal at the World Cup so far. Now you want to better that going into match day two. They're standing over a free kick. They whipped this one inside the box. That one is headed away. Not cleared entirely. Finally cleared there by USA back to the feet of Paraguay. Referee has blown his whistle. Sideman's got his flag up. Waved this one for offside. I hope they score at least one more. So Mexico is the only clean sheet so far. Yes, yes, counts for something, doesn't it? USA though with the biggest win so far. Had to be them, isn't it? Still got a little while to go though. 7 minutes to go of normal time, excluding additional time. We had a string of substitutions. So what is this? Maybe 7 minutes of added time, or is that too much? You want more than a consolation, don't you? In the comments section, Mr. Mexico, we perform better. Oh, 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 you're asking me to choose between my head and my heart with that one. Oh, I enjoyed both games. I enjoyed both games. I enjoyed both. You never know who's listening. I enjoyed both games. You would say on the ball. I think if you put your heart to one side and you just put on your football hat and try to view it as a neutral, I think even you would admit that it's a very good performance. Very good performance from USA. I think I'm probably one of the very few people who enjoyed Mexico's opening match. I see some people that they didn't really fancy it, but I enjoyed it. Maybe it's because you guys were keeping me busy, keeping my company. So I've enjoyed both matches. This being the later of the latest of the two, or earliest, depending on your geographical location. But nevertheless, I am bloody tired. Yeah, you can't ask me to choose between my head and my heart. Come on. Hit that like button if you've not hit the like button already. It does not cost you a penny. We're steadily approaching the ending of this match. Bolligan, the sub, he went off. So he got subbed by Mauricio Pochettino. He was chasing a hattie. I was hoping that he would secure a hat trick. I was so confident that he would secure a hat trick. But Pochettino was having none of it. Took up until the 73rd minute for Paraguay to fire one back. It proved to be just a comforting goal. And as I said, just how comforting is that? That was their sub that came on and found the back of the net. I can't answer that one, can I? I cannot answer that one. I got the Mexicans supporting my live stream. So head on my heart type of question, isn't it? Before I forget my manners, thank you so much for blessing me with a moment of your time. You were saying not going to their bed with clean sheets, but I'm going to my bed with clean sheets, that's for sure. Definitely enjoyed giving you guys this live stream. I'm trying to think if I should keep my setup the way it is because I'll be back here tomorrow with you guys. So I'm trying to think if I should just leave the setup the way it is. I got so much work to get on with. Lord help me, I got thumbnails to make. It's gonna be a very long time. You're saying you think it's gonna be Fergie time, some 5 minutes of additional game time? Perhaps. You're probably spot on with that one. I think maybe 7 is stretching it a bit, isn't it? USA on the ball. Who's your man of the match? Surely it's gonna have to be the Langman ball again. Alright? We're giving the man of the match to. It's gonna be the man that's sealed the all important points for his nation, isn't it? closely followed by his teammate who was also subbed, Pulisic. McKennie's had a good game as well. But it has to be Langman Balogun, Florian Balogun. What's a name? What a name. When a name like that, you just have to go to the top. That's not an everyday name. That's not an office name. You can't have a name like that and be sitting in the office with your suit and tie. You gotta be out on the field of play. That name was born to play football. Pepe. 2 minutes of the full 90 remaining. You're going for Damien. Why am I not surprised, eh? I love it. The rivalry is fierce as to be expected. It's fierce rivalry to be expected. To be expected. Can't knock it. I fully understand it. I cannot knock it. I fully understand it. Not going to knock it. That's all. So, guys, I'm hoping to see you here tomorrow. It's a slow build up. I'm hoping I didn't get my bearings wrong. I thought it would be a good idea to do the group stage with you guys and then see how we get on rather than jumping in at the knockout stage. And I'm hoping that it's been worth, yeah. How of the strategy? My strategy's been worth it. Figured why not talk some football with you guys? Or people therapy it is. Oh, hit it. Ah, keeper got back in time. He could have chipped him, but he got back in. He got back in time. There's not really much you can do about that one. Goalkeeper took a little bit of a gamble there. Let's see how many minutes of added time will be chalked on. Referee blows his whistle, and guess what? It's 7 minutes. So I was bang on the money. I was bang on the money with that one. 7 minutes. So that's Fergie time plus tax. He looks to be in some discomfort here. Hopefully he's all right. Going on here? So he was onside. I'm looking at an onside graphic on display. I'm not really sure why they're showing that. USA with a free kick quite close to the opponent's box. Let's see if this is going to be goal number 4. I know my Mexican in the comment section don't want it to be. Puts this one inside the box. Dealt with there by Paraguay. USA back in control. USA back in the side the box. Ah, he put his body on the line with that one. Good clearance, good block. The fight that I'm seeing from Paraguay, it's a bit of a shame that you didn't have that at the start of the game. Robinson. I think he was trying to find Pepe. Ball didn't make it to him on that occasion. So yeah, bang on the money. Bang on the money. It's because of the number of substitution. It is because of the number of substitution. My eyes are burning me. So that's another yellow card. It's another yellow card. My Latino brothers from Paraguay. Yeah, bang on the money there, Knight Rider. Guys, please do make sure you hit the like button. It does not cost you a penny. I would do a separate content after this, but for the love of God, I can't manage it. It's 4 minutes to 4 in the morning. I need to be up in about 4.5 hours time. Um, get my day started. So I'm going to have to love you and leave you at full time. All right. Do you forgive me? I usually try to stick around, but I can't because I am absolutely knackered. But one of the Paraguayan players there down on the decks. Alonso was the player I was thinking of. The man that looks like he plays football in the 80s. It looks like an 80s player. The tash and the haircuts. I think I thought his hair was gelled, but I just think he's just got a fresh cut. But the tash, and I think he might have his shirt tucked in. So it looks like he's from the 80s. So we're not getting a deja vu scoreline of the 1930 encounter. Foul. It's definitely a foul with that one, isn't it? '30 World Cup, Uruguay. It's just got just under 3 more minutes to go until the final whistle. Knight Rider, you are an absolute darling. You are a doll. Thank you so much for your super chat. I'm gonna put that one in my back pocket. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Knight Rider. Definitely putting that one in my back pocket. He says, I like the setup on the show. Really? What do you like about it? What do you like about it? I'm trying some new stuff. I'm testing out some new stuff here for you guys to see what looks better. I know what I've changed. I'm just hoping that you guys can pick up on the changes as well. I don't want it to be too cluttered. So I'm glad that you like it. Definitely glad that you like it. Um, so we have less than 2 minutes to go until the closing of this one. And thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I could not have done this live stream is not possible without you guys. And I hope you guys know that, right? It is not possible without you all. Only changes would be your boxing being the tight a little bigger. Yeah, I decided to make myself small. I decided to make myself small because I figured sometimes it's not about me, is it? For a game like tonight, you guys want to see the scoreline. You don't want to see me. You want to see the scoreline. So hence keeping very little things on screen while the game is in play so that you guys can see what's going on. Yeah, I don't really want to. I don't really want to clutter my screen because it looks messy sometimes. So trying to keep it as clean as possible. Just a couple of more seconds to go until the referee blows his whistle. Just a couple more seconds to go. Oh, through his legs. Final piece of attack here for USA. We are on the ball. Pepe back to Weah. Freeman. Weah. Freeman. Hit it. Love it. Love it. 4-1. Had to hit it from there. Had to hit it from there. Had to hit it from there. Love that little build-up play there. Where involved Pepe. Oh my God, take a bow. Love that. That's a beautiful finish. Tell you what, America has scored some delightful goals. They have scored some delightful goals. Hopefully, you guys can watch this one back on replay and let me know your favorites. I love that. I love that. And I wish I could scream and shout, but hey, it is quite late. It is quite late. Take a bow, Giovanni, the number 7. And that was the looks as if it was the final kick of the game. Wow. Wow. What a way to end a match. 4-1. Wow. What a way to do it on home soil. 4 goals on home soil. First time ever. I love that. That was the cherry on top at the end, wasn't it? That was the cherry on top at the end. I absolutely love that. Not sure which one of the goals I prefer. Is it the second goal there from Bolligan? Or am I going with Giovanni's fourth goal? It will be USA fourth goal, Giovanni's first and only goal of the match. But when you talk about tone setters, that is how you set the tone, isn't it? That is how you set the tone. So far, the 3 co-hosts, they've had their say. And it is safe to say that they've all put their names on the score sheet. Let's have a quick little recap before I close up. I need to find which screen I'm actually looking at. Let's have a quick little recap. You can see all the goal scorers there on the screen in front of you. My Mexican in the comment section is going with Damien as the player of the match. Surely not. It has to go to the Langman, the gunman, Balogun with the double A brace. First half brace. The second goal, peach of a goal, top bins. Goalkeeper stood no chance. And Paraguay had to wait until the 73rd minute to put their name on the score sheet. And it was a thoroughly deserved goal. But that goal from Giovanni, wow, stick that one on repeat. USA up and running in the FIFA 2026 Men's World Cup. That is how you do it. We could go ahead and look elsewhere as it relates to the stats of the match before I close off. Sure, you guys can see this one on your screen. So in terms of the shots there, 17 for USA, 8 for Paraguay. Shots on target, 6 for the home side, 1 for the away side. Possession, 63 for USA, 37 for the visitors. Passes, 577 for USA, 282 for Paraguay. Pass accuracy, 91% for USA, 74 for the visitors. Fouls committed, 17 for Paraguay compared to 13 for the USA. And yellow cards, Paraguay were rocking up the yellow cards, weren't they? 5 yellow cards in their back pockets. I could have sworn that USA had more than 1 yellow card, but on my screen in front of me, it's saying here that they have 1 yellow card. And thankfully, no red card on the night's occasion. Offside 2 for USA, 1 for Paraguay. Corners 3 for USA, 1 for Paraguay. Paraguay. So you can go ahead and stick these goals back on repeat. You're going to be spoiled for choices. Do let me know if you're watching this one back on replay. Which one is your favorite? I definitely enjoyed speaking with you guys. I did not expect this scoreline 4-1. Watching that one back on replay. Oh my God, he hit it with the side of his foot. Woof. What a finish. Sorry, that wasn't a side-footed finish. My apologies there, guys. Lovely technique, nevertheless. Want to see that on back on replay, but I don't think they're going to show it again. Just saw a quick little glance of the replay, but I don't think they're going to show it again. They've gotten back to the in studio conversation. I'm hoping they stick it back on replay because I love that. I didn't see them replay the other games. I'm assuming that's just maybe one of the pundits discussing maybe their favorite goal. I'm assuming. I don't know. Don't take my words for it. But let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. You're saying that was that that was that was entertaining. I mean your reactions. Seriously, your courage and the game's stats, I know scores and also time in the match. It's so cool. So can't ask for anything. Like, oh, God bless you. Sometimes I don't think I'm doing good enough for you guys, but God bless you. I mean your reactions. Literally last bloody kick of the game. If only the Reggae Boys could have done that in Jamaica, right? We'd be sat here beating from ear to ear. Ruin my 3-1 prediction, says Night Rider. That was a wonderful goal, wicked piece of skill. Yes, the finish. I want to see again. I want to sit back and see if they're going to show it again. Sorry, guys, I'm coughing. So rude of me. Um, So they're just showing the first goal. I want to see if they're going to show Giovanni's fourth goal. In the meantime, let me see what you guys are saying in the comment section. RR is saying entertaining. This was easier than selecting the team's heat. Biggest win of the tournament so far. His goal was a classic. It really was a classic. Beautiful goal. The skill on the last goal, that was world class. Yeah, I want to watch it again. They're just showing Bolligan's goal. Top bins. It's a bit difficult to choose between the two, isn't it? Skill and technique. They're not showing the fourth goal, which is a little bit disappointing. I think I might have to go back and search for that one on YouTube because they're not showing it. But I know it was a class of a finish. I think he finished with his right foot. I think that was a right-footed finish there from Gio. Yeah, I don't think they're going to show that one back on replay there, guys. I was hoping that they would. Paraguay sit back too much. Brave eights. They weren't as brave as you, were they? When they intercept, they have no wide outlets. Yeah, they weren't up for the day's occasion. Again, I am going to have to love you and leave you. It's gone past 4 a.m. Mauricio Pochettino is currently giving his post-match interview. He says it's nothing, it's only one game. The intention is to keep on going. First game is always difficult. First 45 minutes was amazing. So happy and so proud. Those are the words they're coming from USA's head coach, Mauricio Pochettino. Not bad for a World Cup debut for the gaffer, is it? Think he's talking about maybe Pulisic. So one of the players there had to be substituted off. I think he was saying may have been Pulisic. Pulisic. Don't quote me on that. Feeling some tightness. When you talk about America, the passion, the feeling here in America is massive. And it's bang on the money. It is massive. Passionate people, extremely passionate people. Right, let's look at the closing comments here from you guys before I have to love you and leave you. Win is a win, but the goal showed quality. So that's Paraguay's headache to go into the other two games. But kudos to USA. Listen, I feel I'm gonna go with finish versus technique. Which one do you guys like more? The technique of Gio's goal or the finish of the gunman Florian? Let me know in the comment section if you're watching this one back on a replay for me, okay? Thank you to those of you for tuning into my live stream. We've been talking for over 2 hours and 36 minutes. God bless you all. Knight Rider, thank you so much. I can actually take my thing off screen now so it won't look too messy. Let's bring myself back on screen. My eyes feel red because it is red. I am absolutely tired. Knight Rider, God bless you, Knight Rider. Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you so much. I'm putting that one firmly in my back pocket. All right. Thank you so much for rocking with me. And all of you that were there in this for the first earlier live watch along, thank you for coming back for my last watch along of the day. My eyes are burning me. I need to go and get myself ready to bed. I need to be up in less than 4 hours and 30 minutes time to get my day started. Big ups to all of you in the comment section, even if you just swing by and then dipped out, dip in, dip out, it doesn't matter. The fact is, you showed some love at certain points of the stream. So, big ups to each and every one of you. If I don't see you over the weekend, I do hope that you have a fabulous weekend. If you're on the night shift, don't work yourself through the ground. You are just a number, you can be easily replaced. Also, guys, try and build your own company, especially if you're my age. I always tell 90s babies and the older ones as well, build your own build your own company. It's a sticky question because both are winners, Crystal says. Mr. Beckford. Yeah, they are winners, but sticky questions is football. Sticky bandits. Gracias. A dope test should, oh Lord, I can't finish that one. They're trying to get me in trouble, are you? As I said, if I don't see you over the weekend, I do hope that you have a fabulous weekend. Take care of yourself, put your feet up, enjoy the World Cup, even if your country didn't make it to the tournament. Anyone you choose, it's a winner. Don't know they have such skilled players. Listen. Yeah, that doesn't strike me as a surprise. They've been scoring. You would say I've been scoring some peachy goals lately. Go back and watch their goal against Germany. They have been scoring some peachy goals. Chef's kiss. They definitely got that gunpowder in their foot, right foot, left foot. They know how to find the back of the nets. Best of luck to the three co-hosts for the duration of the tournament and also for the rest of the team. Will it be a case of may the best team win? Will the best team lift the trophy at the end? Or will it be coming down to controversy? All remains to be seen. On your way out, hit that like button. Make sure you hit the like button. It does not cost you a penny. Hit that like button on your way out. I hope to see you here again tomorrow for some more live watch along for the games coming up. I guess what I should do, pardon me, let me go ahead and see something here for you guys. How do we do this? How do we do this? The table. So USA are looking in their table in Group D, 3 points in their back pocket with a goal difference of three. Rest of the group, Group B, 1 point apiece there for Canada and Bosnia, the game that was played earlier on. And in yesterday's game, Mexico, they sit top of the table, having put 2 goals past South Africa. South Korea, they handled business over Czech Republic. We can go ahead and see the rest of those results there to remind you guys. Do I want to click on the South Korea results? That one there to remind you guys ended 2-1. So that is how we're looking. And as it relates to Group C. So I'm kicking off tomorrow. You guys already touched on that one, didn't you? 11 p.m., but that is in relation to my location. It is going to be Brazil. Samba is party time. They're going to be taking on Morocco. And also we will have not that game because they're not playing twice. We will also be having our Haitian brothers kickstarting their World Cup party as well. They'll be taking on Scotland, right? Plenty of football coming your way. For the time being, my eyes are red and I am tired. So I'm going to have to love you and leave you. On your way out, smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for blessing me with a moment of your time. You know how it goes. Until next time, take care.